Welcome back to the Tank. Nick Durst here with Joe Foreman and Jeffrey Brodsky. And at this time, Jeff is going to give you the Jimmy Max starting lineups.
Thank you for that, Nick. Starting in just numerical order, we have Ashley Cho, Sejol Thornhill, Jada Hall, Chinyere Okekbu, and Nikiri Awaka. And for your CSI Dolphins, we have Amber Abus-Bear, Alexa Carollo, Jenelise Alakan, Oyinkansola Oke, and Naomi Musinge. And the head coach is Nicole Sarin, and for the Queens, it's Elizabeth Numovsky.
All right, thank you, Jeff. So, as we talked about in the pregame, Joe, all 5 seniors starting for the Dolphins. They're getting introduced now. Really nice turnout here. Student government's here. A lot of past players in attendance as well. And this is a very rewarding day for this senior class.
There's a lot to like about this year's senior class, Nick, and I think at the front of it, obviously at the forefront of this team's success over the last 4 years has been Jenelise Alarcon. This team's ferocity on defense is something that really stands out as a unit, but that's a culture that really began to form when Jenelise joined the program 4 years ago. Alarcon has been fantastic during her time with the Dolphins, and I think something that we've seen from Jenelise and all of these seniors throughout their time with the team, albeit a short time for some of these seniors, is perpetual improvement. These players have gotten better throughout the course of their time here at the College of Staten Island, whether that be individually or functioning as a part of this team. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and I think this team's success is well-deserved and well-earned. I can't wait to see what they do here today and beyond in the playoffs in Buffalo.
Well, Joe, who could forget our senior day last year where Brianna Moore, her last game, had her career game, and she declared, I'll be back. She came back for 1 more year, and it's paid off for her and this team. And, we gave her so much praise her whole career, but what a season for Jenelise Alarcon, Joe. Certainly the favorite for the ECC Player of the Year.
I think there's certainly a chance that she wins that award. I don't get much of a say in that regard. However, I would be surprised if she doesn't get some votes, and the coaches will decide on that after the season has concluded. But I think Jenelise certainly is in that conversation. Undoubtedly, this has been the best year of her career. She's been a joy to watch all 4 years she's been a part of this team. But this year really has been something special. What she did to start the season with 3 straight Player of the Week and Defensive Player of the Week awards is unprecedented. And she's led this Dolphins team to great success here this year.
Yeah, the place can be made the greatest player on the team's history as she wins the tip here, and Abus-Bear has control. Nick Durst, Jeff Brodsky, and Joe Foreman on the call, live from the Tank. Alexa Carollo to Oke, takes the 3, off the mark, rebounded.
I'm excited to see how Oke is going to play. This is her first start of the season, so I wonder if she's going to be aggressive. Took the first shot of the game. We'll see how many more shots she decides to take here, but I like the confidence.
Love to see that confidence as a miraculous layup is made there, and laid in and getting the foul is Awaka.
Yeah, Awaka, a lot is going to come through her tonight. She is one of the leading scorers on this team. Again, like I said before, she is one of the best rebounders here. So even if she doesn't get that first one to drop in, she might just get the offensive rebound and put it right back up.
Misses the second free throw attempt, and it goes out of bounds. So Carollo will inbound in front of her bench. The girls, like Joe mentioned in the pregame, locked in on the 2 seed. So this one, of course, they want to win, but they want the seniors to shine and, of course, have fun in their last home game. Abus-Bear with 15 on the shot clock. Looking, gives it to Oke. Oke inside to Musinge. Musinge kicks it out to Abus-Bear, who puts up the 3, and that is good. Joe, Abus-Bear has really come on as of late with that 3-point shot.
No question about it, Nick, and teams have been willing to let her attempt that shot, which has been a bit surprising as the season has gone on. We've seen her scoring tick up a bit, and that's a big reason why.
Masinge forces that steal there to a boost. Bear is rewarded with an easy layup. Jeff, what great defense there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the pregame, this defense is going to be the key to win this game. So beautiful start there. Abu Spare getting a three-pointer, then a steal, and the assist. She's really putting it on both sides of the ball.
And almost another steal there. But coming back and putting up a layup attempt off the mark there for the Knights. Another one, and Masinge with the rebound. We do apologize. Our scoreboard is currently not working as that pass is intercepted. We'll keep you updated. Right now, 8:15 in the first quarter. CSI up 5-2. And there we have an offensive foul. And Joe, who else is drawing the charge than Noemi Masinge?
I wouldn't even need to be in the building to know that it was Noemi Masinge on the receiving end of a charge. Time and time again, she's made that play defensively for this team. And here it is yet again early in the senior day matchup.
Doing what she does best, bringing that high IQ defense. She feeds it inside to Alarcon. It gets passed around and ultimately off the hands of OK. And Queens College comes up with it. And they throw it away out of bounds. Pass there off the hands of Hall. And Dolphins ball once again. So, Jeff, a few turnovers early on here.
Yeah, but, some of these turnovers, it happens sometimes, right? You're trying to make good passes here. I like that pass from Carollo early just before on the previous play. Just couldn't handle the pass from OK.
Three off the mark. Air ball.
Yeah, turnovers are going to happen, though. If you come back on the defensive side of the ball, that's all that matters here.
And that pass is inside, and Awaka puts up a shot that's off the mark.
I like that block there. That was a block on that shot from Alarcon there.
Alarcon, one of the best defensive player in the ECC, multiple Defensive Player of the Week awards. OK for three, knocks it down.
Beautiful shot. As I said before, I think she's going to be aggressive. This is her first start of the year. So I like to see that right now. Get those three-point shots up. Look beautiful out of the hands.
OK with that big smile on her face after knocking down threes. And that is a travel.
And who's in front of there? That's a defensive play by OK. Forced her to pick up her dribble.
OK doing it all right now. 8-2 early on for the Dolphins. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Inside pass to Alarcon. Back to Carollo, who gives it to Alarcon in the corner for three. And, of course, that's good.
Beautiful shot. The Dolphins are feeling it right now. It's already 11-2 here to start the game.
Dolphins playing great defense, which is leading to some easy buckets on offense. Chio now over to her teammate, and she gets it back inside now to Hall. Hall into the corner. The three-point attempt is off the mark by Thornhill. Jeff, that's the first time Queens was really able to get into a half-court set this game.
Yeah, they're trying to slow it up. As I said before, as Carollo almost knocks it in. OK, offensive rebound.
Okay,
wow.
With the underhanded pass to Carollo, ultimately stolen away by Chio. Chio now to Thornhill, who drives, and that pass is knocked out of her hands by Masinge, and it goes out of bounds off Akubu.
Yeah, and as you said before, Queens College really couldn't get into any set beforehand. I think that's just what CSI has been doing all year long, right? They're playing the half-court trap. They're forcing them to have to make quick decisions. And this team is a poor shooting team. It's really hard to really get into a set. You can't knock it down reliably.
Okay.
And the Dolphins are doing exactly what they got to do.
Tried to feed that inside to Alarcon, and it was stolen away. And now back the other way, putting up a missed shot is Yukayugbu, and Alarcon comes away with the steal.
Dolphins defense suffocating early, Nick.
Okay, with another three-pointer, and as Jeff mentioned, she's going to be aggressive. A couple of threes already. With a lead like this early on, you might as well keep shooting.
And she isn't a bad three-point shooter.
No.
She's not a bad three-point shooter. She hasn't taken a lot this year. Only 22 attempts going into this game, but 36% on them. So definitely not a bad shot for her to be taking.
Chio running the point here, moving the ball around. The shot attempt by Thornhill is good.
And Thornhill is out here really aggressive. She's taking a lot of shots here early. She really likes that just inside the three-point arc, long two-pointer. And some people would say not the most efficient shot.
Busbear stop, pop, block, off the glass, banks it in.
Wow. The Bear is coming out of hibernation. Abu's Bear is really turning it on
I
now.
like that one, Jeff. Joe likes it too, as winter is coming towards an end.
First day of spring today.
Love it. And that has some good passing there. And Awaka from the free throw line banks it in herself. 13-6.
Had to double check it wasn't Sunday. Bank is open on both sides of the floor.
Yes.
For the Dolphins, number 4, Kyra Rose.
Kyra Rose will check in. And we will have a media timeout. So we'll keep it locked here for the moment as Tyler is working on our scoreboard. So, Jeff, it's 4:14 left in the first quarter, 13-6. What have you liked so far early on for the Dolphins?
Love the defense they've gone in so far. They've played stifling defense as they have been, kept to the game plan. And I love just the confidence shooting the ball, right? They haven't been shying away from any of these open three-point shots, especially from Oke. Season open shot, she's been taking it, right? I really just making sure to make all the right plays here and giving themselves open shots from that defense. So I've really liked so far how they've come out.
All right, and for Queens, Jeff, early on a few turnovers, but have settled down the last two possessions.
Yeah, I think that's what the Dolphins do to you a lot, right? They're going to make you try to play fast. They're going to try to make you play up-tempo because they're coming at you so quickly. Most important thing they can do is slow it down and get the ball inside. They're a great team inside of 3 feet of the basket. They need to get it there as much as they possibly can. I think they're settling for too many jump shots. Like I said before, a poor jump shot shooting team. So I think they need to push it inside a little more. And I'd like the slow down offense though. Play in the half court like they're supposed to.
Yeah, and Joe, early on, a lot of emotion in the tank, and Queens was trying to run fast to keep up with the Dolphins seniors who had all that energy, and it cost them early on, and it helped the Dolphins propel them early on to this 13-6 lead.
For sure, Nick. And what's been good for the Dolphins, as Jeff mentioned, the defensive effort. They've forced 5 turnovers. They've also committed 5. So perhaps some of that extra energy working against them just a bit.
So out of the timeout here, the Dolphins force a turnover right away as Abusbear now feeds it ahead to Rose, who lays it up and in.
And Rose immediately gets into the game and gets a good look inside as she's gotten all year long. That's her bread and butter.
Chio getting swarmed by 3 Dolphins defenders and gets it ahead. And that ball ends up in Hall's hands, ends up going out of bounds off the Dolphins. So with 23 seconds on the shot clock, the Knights inbound here. Awaka to Chio. Over to Thornhill. Back to Chio. She's calling out her play. And now Thornhill with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Chio feeds it to the corner. Driving to the basket and putting up a shot off the side of the backboard was Hall. Rebounded by the Dolphins.
Yeah, that
Rose
was a great
now
defense, though.
going to the hoop, and she gets the ball stolen by Awaka. Good defense
Wow,
there, Jeff.
taken right out of her hands. That's a rare one from Rose.
That three-point attempt is off the mark by Thornhill. Rose now back the other way. Full head of steam to the basket. Layup off the mark.
It's a little too strong out of Rose from the hand, but I love that drive. We've seen her do that all year long. Get down, put your head down, just bully your way inside.
30-second timeout taken now by Queens College. And Joe, we've seen it all season. Rose, really unstoppable going to the basket. Sometimes just a little too fast that ends up missing the layups, but a lot of times she's also getting fouled. So Rose going to the basket has been an incredible weapon for the Dolphins this season.
Yeah, it sure has. And Kyra, as I mentioned earlier in the season, is a player who, as you alluded to, can sometimes get a bit out of control moving toward the rim. She has greatly improved on that since joining the team, and that's something that I mentioned in regard to the seniors as well. We've just seen from so many of the Dolphins over the last few seasons under Nicole Sarcone, perpetual improvement. Rose certainly fits that description.
And Joe, Dana Phelan, number 10, just checked into the game, and you have some news about this Dolphins squad, including the number 10 as far as rankings is concerned.
They are number 10 in the East region in the latest poll. Were as high as 9 earlier this season. Great to see the team get that recognition.
Inside pass there, Awaka off the mark, easy rebound, and Yuka Igwu puts it back in.
Yeah, we mentioned Awaka before. Awaka is one of the leading rebounders on this team.
Masinge to Boosbear. Boosbear takes the screen from Alarcon. She gives it up to Alarcon. Alarcon with some good D by Awaka gives it up to Phelan, and Phelan gets stripped. Good defense there by Queens College. So Queens in their half-court set here. They end up getting it inside to Awaka, and Awaka at 6 foot is able to lay it in.
This is exactly what I said during that timeout, right? Get the ball inside. Get this especially to Awaka. Awaka's going to make those shots. She already got an offensive rebound that turned into another bucket for them in second chance points. She's just going to keep working inside.
Rose to the basket now, and she is fouled.
And as you mentioned before, Rose gets inside, gets fouled.
One of the best offensive weapons for this team is Kyra Rose getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, she has just been so good at just getting downhill. Hasn't had the most reliable jumper all year, but when you can get inside like that, automatically get yourself 2 points, that's basically the best shot in basketball you can possibly get.
Free throw coming up here, and this will be the first of the game for the Dolphins. And that one is good. Joe, over the past 3 seasons, Rose has really done a great job improving from the free throw line.
She has, and it's something that you've mentioned to her when you've spoken to her post-game as well. We're seeing the fruits of her labor right here at the line, but you said it before, Nick. Her being able to get to the line for this team, such a valuable weapon, in addition to her scoring at the rim.
Misses that second free throw there, but Dolphins ahead 16-10 right now with 1:30
I jinxed her again,
left
Nick.
in the first quarter. Yeah, the commentators jinx. But I did kind of set you up for that. Chio, her shot off the mark goes out of bounds. So we are still aware that our scoreboard bug is not working right now. So we'll work to get that rectified here in between the first and second quarter. Dorothy Weesey in the game now for the Dolphins. Queens going with the same 5 throughout the first quarter. Phelan to Boosbear. And Boosbear takes the screen from Alarcon, goes to her left, kicks it in the corner to Weesey, who kicks it up top to Alarcon, who drives to the basket, and she is fouled.
That's an offensive foul. That's a charge.
Foul.
Great positioning there by Awaka.
Awaka has been very impressive early on here.
As I said before, she is going to be the biggest point of attack for this team. She's going to be the best defender for them. She's going to have to do a lot if the Queens want to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, she's leading her team with 6 points right now. Back on the other end now, they're on offense. Chio kicks it to Thornhill. Back to Awaka, who is then called for a travel.
Travel on Queens, it's Staten Island basketball.
40 seconds left in the first quarter.
And you notice Dolphins double team her once she gets the ball around just below the free throw line. Exactly what you have to do. You cannot let her get open looks. You have to get 2 people on her every time.
At 6 foot tall, it's a good idea to double team her down in the paint. 30 seconds left here, 20 on the shot clock. Phelan with the ball to Weesey inside, back to Phelan outside for a deep 3, and it's good. A free-falling 3-pointer there as Dana Phelan knocks down the 3. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll see if the Knights are able to get a shot off. Good defense by the Dolphins. Chio with 7 on the shot clock. Setting things up here. She has the ball. She puts up her shot. It's blocked. And we go to the end of the first quarter with the Dolphins ahead 19-10 over the Knights. Keep it locked here. And when we return, second quarter action between Queens College and the College of Staten Island.
Checking in for the Dolphins will be number 11, Alexa Kirolo.
No, I'm right. The podcast that uncovers the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment. Nick Durst here along with Joe Calabrese.
Here we are, 200 episodes later, about 150 episodes with guests, our friends, soon to be your friends.
Well, it's pretty clear, Joe, that it's all about You Know I'm Right, the podcast. That's my You Know I'm Right moment. Wanted to do a podcast, and everyone was like, what are you, crazy? Who's going to listen? You're not going to get guests. Well, guess what? I'm the best when it comes to getting guests. You could vouch for that.
I am so happy that you asked me to do this. I couldn't have been more thrilled. And follow us on socials, check us out. I promise you, if you want to work in media, whether you work in media now, whether you want to quit your job and work in media, come to us, and I promise you, we will get you on the right foot.
That's what it's all about, uncovering the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment. Keep it locked on You Know I'm Right. Welcome back here in the tank. Nick Durst with Jeff Brodsky and Joseph Foreman on the call. And Joe, we talk about it all the time. This Dolphins team, if they can get off to good starts, usually good things happen. But it just seems like every time at home, it always comes down to that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it really does. And I think that's something this team would like to change today. And certainly in the playoffs, you'd like to be a bit more comfortable. But the first step is to get there. And they've done that. Postseason on the horizon. They hope to take care of business here today.
So you may see on our screen now, we do have the score, 19-10. We're having an issue with the automatic clock as we got a jump ball there. Good hustle, Jeff, by Dorothy Weesey.
Yeah, Weesey steps into the game, immediately making impacts right now. And this is how you want to start off your second quarter, right? Get a big defensive stop, get the ball immediately. Don't even let them have a jump shot.
So 19-10, 9:30 on the game clock as that pass is intercepted by Hall. And she goes coast to coast and lays it in. Nice defense by Hall and excellent finish offensively.
Beautiful move. Gets the steal, runs it down immediately. Doesn't see anybody getting back quick enough. Just gets an easy basket right at the cup.
Phelan outside, and that pass is off the hands of Thornhill out of bounds. So we'll continue to update you on the clock. 9:10 here in the second quarter. But the score you see on your screen now is accurate.
And Dolphins so far, this is a completely different game from Malloy. Able to really get some jump shots going. They've almost already made more three-pointers, the same amount, in the first quarter as they did in their entire game against Malloy.
Yes. So good job by them right now. And Chio looks for a play from the bench. Bench just looks right back at her. Lets her run the points here. And we are aware that our secondary sideline camera is so far not functional. We're working on that as well. Hope to have that rectified at halftime. As Rose, with some good defense, knocks the ball out of bounds.
Perfect.
But now only 3 seconds, Jeff, on the shot clock for the Knights to get up a shot here off the inbound.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. Like I said, a poor shooting team. They're only shooting 26% from three and all this stuff, so it's going to be hard for them to get a clean look. They want to send this over to Thornhill, I believe.
2 on the shot clock. Chio gets it up, but airballs it.
Yeah.
Haggett now, back the other way.
And Ashley Cho is having a really slow start. I believe she's 0 for 4. She's had 2 air balls to start.
Haggett's 3 off the mark. Thornhill with the board.
They're going to need Cho to turn it around. She's the 3rd leading scorer on this team, but she just cannot get it going offensively.
Here she is with the ball now. And she gets up to Thornhill. Back to Chio, who's 3, is good. So there you have it, Jeff. The reverse commentator's jinx.
Yeah, immediately I said they needed to start putting in some baskets. She immediately gets it. I love the confidence there.
Phelan, Weesey's pass ends up almost going out of bounds, and it does, but it's off Thornhill. So Dolphins will maintain possession.
That was great defense, but I didn't love the pass going inside. She was covered pretty well on the cut there. I think Dolphins could have looked for a different pass there. They had a lot of time on the clock there, of course, so they didn't need to force that pass. That could have been a turnover.
Carollo to Haggett. Haggett dribbling around, defended well. Gives up to Busper now. A 3 on the shot clock. 2. And she puts up a shot, and it's good.
That's a tough fadeaway right there. Wow. Beautiful shot coming across. It kept her pivot down. Made it look easy out there.
Tough finish with the shot clock expiring. A boost pair hits the fadeaway from the baseline. Knights with 15 on the shot clock. Moving the ball inside to Awaka. And got a foul on Carollo.
Foul on Alexa Kirolo. That'll be her first and CSI's first of the second quarter.
Got a look here at the replay of that great boost pair shot as the shot clock was going to expire.
Yeah, and that just looked pretty out of the hand, right? She just kept her foot down and made a beautiful shot. Something out of nothing, you know? Really nice.
So a fresh 20 on the shot clock for Queens. 10 now, inside. Back outside. Driving to the basket is Hall. Chio, her shot's off the mark. Rebounded by Alarcon.
Yeah, and they wanted to get that inside to Awaka, but they are just double teaming her, not even on the pass.
Some great passing there as Weesey goes cross court to Phelan, who gives it to the wide open Haggett, who knocks down that three-pointer.
And they've officially had just as many threes as they did against Malloy.
So a huge bounce back performance with the threes early on here. Chio looking inside. And Awaka gets the ball, and her layup attempts off the mark. Here comes Phelan now. Phelan to Weesey. Weesey inside to Alarcon outside to Carollo. Fakes a three. Now over to Weesey. Haggett now has the ball. Great ball movement here. Carollo looking for someone. Takes the screen from Weesey. What a pass inside, but stolen by Awaka. Good defense by Awaka.
Yeah, I like the idea there. Carollo's been a good passer this season, so unfortunate to not be able to get that assist.
Layup attempt off the mark, but there to clean up the glass is Yuka Egbu.
Yeah, this is how the Queens College is going to have to get back into this game. Second chance points, get those offensive rebounds, because they have the size over the Dolphins, so it's going to matter a lot.
Some crazy action there. Alarcon ends up going to the floor hard.
Wow.
But it's going to be Knights ball.
Number 4, Kyra Rose, and number 21, Oyinkan Solo. Okay.
And there's so many little things that Alarcon was doing. Just on that play before, she pushed her man inside so that Phelan had an open lane to the basket. Or excuse me, that was
Knights go right through the half-court press, and Hall gets an easy layup. Rose to Alarcon. Back to Rose. Back to Alarcon. Alarcon's deep two-pointer is good.
butter. She's feeling that jump shot so far.
Well, the timeout called here by the Knights, I believe, after the foul's called. So we'll have a media timeout. We'll step aside, and we return. 4:35 left in the first half. Dolphins ahead 26-18.
Hobra, a taco joint, Staten Island, where we're proud to have shared our family-first spirit with people from throughout New York City and the world. With indoor dining available both at the bar and on the floor. Or step outside for additional seating and an outdoor bar. Serving beer that's crisp, ice cold, and worthy of a day at the beach. Cocktails that explode with flavor. And great food made with the freshest and healthiest ingredients available. Events feature food and drink specials. Live music. And the best of Staten Island nightlife. Your CSI Student ID saves you 10% on your dining order at Hobra. Visit us at 412 Forest Avenue, Staten Island.
Back here in the tank, Nick Durst, Joe Foreman, Jeff Brodsky on the call. It is 26-16 with 4:33 left in the first half. Dolphins ahead. Queens after the timeout and the foul. Now looking to get things going in their half-court set. Thornhill gives it up to Hall, whose shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Haggett.
And the Dolphins, they've brought back in, okay, get another three, okay. Get yourself your second three of the game.
Well, Joe, if tradition is anything, OK's looking to go back-to-back years on senior day as the player of the game, or at least one of them.
That would be an interesting dynamic, Nick, and she's certainly making a case right now. The Dolphins, 6 of 11 from downtown. Queens has done most of their damage in the paint. They have 14 points on the inside of their 18, but the Dolphins at 6 of 11 from downtown are taking what they did against Malloy and putting that in the rear view mirror very quickly. An efficient start from beyond the arc and a 61% start from the field.
Well, driving to the basket and laying up the shot was Hall, and she was fouled. So an N1 attempt here.
A tough finish right there. Had to get it over two defenders there. OK commits that foul there.
Joe, we've done a lot of games this season, and I can't remember a time where a starting five has played almost the whole first half. So Queens going with this same five, hoping it gives them the best chance for victory.
A small roster, and thus far, a very short rotation of just 5 players. We'll see if that changes, but it's going to be hard to keep up with this Dolphins team that is 10 deep, playing with just 5 for 4 quarters.
Yeah, Mia Fuller in the game now, so all 10 Dolphins in the game. Okay, off the side of the backboard.
That was a heat check from OK. She's feeling herself, had to take that jumper inside.
Okay, her best shot is from downtown. Thornhill to Hall, back to Thornhill. Hall wants it back though, and she's picked by Mia Fuller, and she goes to the basket, and she is fouled.
Beautiful steal, anticipated the pass and just ripped it out of her hands. Goes full steam ahead, back the other way.
Well, Joe, we've seen it all season. Mia Fuller, in limited minutes, always very gritty, seems to always come up with a steal.
Yeah, and I think next year we're really going to see what she has to offer this team, because Dolphins obviously are going to lose Amber Abu-Spair, and Fuller right now would be in line to slide into that point guard role. We've seen Dorothy Weesey run the point a bit as well, but Fuller is a player who's going to be asked to play a much larger role next season.
Yeah, we'll see how the roster shakes out next year, but it's very possible that Fuller and Weesey are both starting, along with Phelan in the backcourt. Free throw off the mark there, though. So 29-21, 2:48 left in the first half here. 8-point lead for the Dolphins. Knights have been able to steady the ship here after that strong start for the Dolphins, as Chio's three-point attempt mark is way off, but it goes right into the hands of Awaka, and Jeff, once again, she gets an easy basket down low.
Yeah, and I said before the broadcast, she's averaging 7 offensive rebounds per game. So
incredible. As Rose is fouled there, so she'll go to the free throw line for the Dolphins.
She's averaging more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. I've never seen that in my life. She is just unbelievable out there. That's how they're going to have to get into this game.
Well, it has seemed that their best offense has been off the offensive rebound by Awaka.
Absolutely. As Joe said before, they're shooting almost exclusively. All their points are coming from inside.
First free throw by Rose, off the mark.
And Joe's continued that curse a little bit. Rose now missed her next 2 free throws there. Joe, what's happening?
The same thing that always happens, Jeff. They know me as Jinx Prime, unfortunately, and I have struck again, apparently.
Well, Rose 0 for 2 trip from the free throw line there. And just a 2-possession game now. 29-23. Chio inside and all sorts of contact. And an offensive foul is drawn. Guess by who, Joe?
Checking in for the Dolphins, number 10.
I'm going to say Noemi Masinge, Nick.
Bingo! Correct again. Great job by Masinge there.
So I guess now's the time to reveal my secret, now that you're telling me to guess who drew a charge.
Yeah, Joe had some eye surgery. He can't see too well.
No, he did not. Joe is not actually at the game. That is the secret. Joe is in Florida.
Joe is calling the game from the site of our women's softball team trip as Mia Fuller comes out with the steal. Phelan for 3. Off the mark, but a rebound by Jenelise Alarcon. Moving things around now are the Dolphins. Phelan going to the hoop, plays it in off the backboard. It is good, Joe. Phelan has just done a great job this season of improving, going to the basket and attacking and getting layups off the basket.
She has, and we've known her as an outside shooting threat for much of her career, but adding that extra dimension of being able to score around the basket has really elevated her game.
31-23. 1 minute left here in the first half. Stay tuned as an offensive foul is drawn. Who drew the foul? Jeff Lesh. Jeff this time. Want to take a guess?
Masinge!
That's 3 offensive fouls drawn in the first half. I don't know what the career high is, Joe, but she's going for it today.
That's 3 right there, Nick, and we still have a lot of basketball left.
Fuller to the basket. Her pass ends up going out of bounds. Misconnection there with Phelan. At halftime, we'll step aside quickly, and then from there, we'll have our interview, our last interview of the season, with Coach Sarcone, who has to be very happy with the way her team has started this game and overall how they performed this season. But obviously the job's not done, so we'll see what she has to say about things moving forward here as that shot's off the mark. Alarcon with the rebound. 39 on the game clock, 27 on the shot. Fuller up top to Phelan, and Phelan is called for a travel.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one there. That's an unforced turnover right there. It happens to the best one. Phelan, though, was having a really good game, as you said before. And as Joe said, opening it up so you can have that inside shot, it makes you even more of a threat because people are so concerned about the 3. You get inside and you get easier 2s.
7 of the 10 Dolphins all have scored in this game more than a point. Awaka inside, unstoppable. 13 on the shot clock. Here we go. Fuller pushing it past half court. Looks at the shot clock. 7, trying to run some sort of play here. Alarcon with the screen. Fuller to the basket. Lays it up, lays it in! And the shot clock was off. The game clock expires there. Jeff, what an ending to the first half.
I'm loving this game so far. Dolphins are coming out aggressive. Beautiful way to end this halftime. Getting to the bucket. Beautiful shot there.
All right, so 15 minutes of that quarter are done. We are at halftime. It's 33-25. When we return, Jeff will anchor us into the halftime report, the interview with Coach Nicole Sarcone. The TLC physical therapy players of the game, the 5 starters, the 5 seniors. Girls, look around. Everybody's filming us. Wave, say hello to your family and friends. We're on camera, so we'll start with Oya Consola, who last year was the player of the game in senior day, and she said, the first thing she said is, I'll be back next year. Are you glad you came back?
Yes.
All right, very happy there. Alexa, how happy are you that you joined this program?
Very, very happy.
Can you elaborate on that?
I found a new home, and I wouldn't want my last senior day to be with any other girls, so I'm really happy.
All right, Amber, you joined the team this season as well. You were tremendous today. You're the engine that gets things rolling offensively. How have you been able to build this chemistry with your teammates throughout the season?
Well, I wouldn't have been able to do this without my teammates having trust in me and making me have confidence in myself. They're the ones that really get me going, and it's really easy to play with them.
All right, girls, no disrespect to anybody here, but Noemi is the best at drawing the offensive fouls. Today, Noemia, you always bring that positivity, that infectious smile, and your teammates feed off that. So talk to us about the good vibes going on right now with the team.
I feel like this team, when we started, we had one mission, and I think we're there right now, and I'm very proud of them and what we have accomplished in the past 4 years, and this is what we've been fighting for ever since.
All right, Jenalise, I spoke to you before the season. You said there was some disrespect out there. You said, why not us? Now, I know the job's not done yet. There's more to come, but how proud are you of this team so far this season?
So proud. We've done and accomplished so many things, and we're just looking to go keep pushing in the postseason and go out and go up to Buffalo and finish what we started and finish this mission that we have and keep going as long as possible.
All right, girls, it's been a pleasure calling the games all this season. Best of luck in Buffalo. Prepare for the cold weather, but it'll be heated up on the court.
We have one more thing to say. Everybody, let's go.
There you have it. Jeff, back over to you at the commentary desk.
Thank you for that, Nick. It really great interview there, Nick. Appreciate that one. And thank you, everyone, for watching this program. But don't go away, because shortly we'll have the CSI men's Dolphins going up against the Queens College Knights. So we'll be right back out here shortly.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here from the tank. For Joe Foreman, for Jeff Brodsky, our engineer Tyler Clark, our secondary cameraman Andrew Chang, our main cameraman Pat. This has been the last home game of the season for the CSI Dolphins, and they come away victorious 70-52. Thank you for watching.